Hi there, I'm Dani Henderson. Welcome back to my beautiful channel, a channel of disclosure, disclosing UFOs, ETs, aliens, the true history of your planet, on and off planet, hidden technologies, healing technologies that we should have had over 100 years ago, revealing corrupt militaries, corrupt medical industrial complex, corrupt governments across your entire planet, the controllers behind those governments, and much, much more. The people that come on this channel all have their validated, proven evidence. They speak out securely. They speak out to you. In September 27, 28, and 29th of this year, 2024, we're putting on our third annual Gsic conference, which is Galactic Spiritual Informers. It is a connection of people from all around the world that come together, starseeds, sweet, beautiful, empathic souls, people who've had their own incredible experiences, and they come and they see the speakers on the stage. People like Elena Danan, Dr. Michael Sala, Jean-Charles Moyen, Melanie Charret, Tony Rodriguez, Jerry Wills, Dr. Christiane Northrup, Dr. Lee Merritt, and others. Two that we can't mention here right now, but we will. It is very important also to add there Dan Willis. He is a man who has been bringing information on crystal technology of how the ETs upstairs power their homes, light their homes, warm their homes if needed in their living environment. He's brought to us, to this planet, the information on Frill, not Vril with a V, it's completely separate. Frill, P-H-R-Y-L-L. The Frill energy, the energy of the ethers, the universal energy that we are all allowed to consume and have for free. But the controllers on your planet have blocked that. But don't worry, don't worry. They're all being pushed into the corner and down off their pedestals they put themselves on. And we, the people of this beautiful planet, we now have the opportunity to take back our gorgeous planet and be who we be on this planet at this time, safely and securely. So I welcome you to Gsic. Just go to galacticspiritualinformers.com, galacticspiritualinformers.com. Everything is there that you need to know. Now, we are putting on a dinner and a disco again for only 200. That's the maximum capacity we have in the lakeside venue that is next to our hotel, which is the Westin Hotel in Westminster, Colorado, which is 25 miles from Denver Airport. All details on the website, as I just mentioned. I wanted to let you know a few things also. If you go to the website and you click on where it says more, drop down, there's an event I'm putting on in England. I am taking only a group of 20 around spiritual, ancient churches. Beautiful, beautiful architecture. We're going to explore churches in a seaside town in particular. We're going to explore churches in the English countryside. A phenomenal, beautiful, you cannot even put into words how stunning the architecture, the churches, the ancient history, the Anglo, the Viking, the Saxon, the Normans who invaded England. So much history. And so we're doing that on May 20 to 24. So you get your own flights. We recommend hotels, but if you do book a flight, make sure that you are able to get it refunded, not popped onto another flight down the road, as sometimes the airlines do that. You need to know that you can get a refund on your flight in case the tour doesn't go ahead for any particular reason. You know, it's not worth the risk. So 20th to 24th of May, only 20 of you maximum. And I will take you on a tour on a luxury coach across these beautiful places. On the third day of the tour, you're on your own to go to London, which is a train direct from our town to London, Victoria. Then you can go to the British Museum and go and see the Epic of Gilgamesh, the tablets, the Sumerian tablets, the Genesis Eridu, or the Eridu Genesis, the actual original flood tablets, where it shares the true history of your planet, which is thousands and thousands of years old. We've got to go back down the timeline to look at the artifacts ourselves, to get our own input, our own information, without just believing everything that you hear online and see online. On the fourth day, we're going to get up early, early doors, and we're going to go to Glastonbury, a sacred spiritual town known for millennia. It is said that King Arthur is buried there with Guinevere and other Saxon kings in the Abbey ruins. This giant abbey, now in ruins, that is in the town centre of Glastonbury. We're also going to be climbing the Tor. If you are unable to walk, this is not the tour for you. If you are in reasonable fitness and can walk around without stilettos, then this will be fine for you to achieve. Also wanted to tell you that the disco and dinner tickets are running low. So if you do want to be part of that ticket, please get them now. Remember to go to the website to get your discounted hotel rooms. Yeah, there's plenty left, but get in there. I think all the king size rooms have gone, but we've got a hotel buyout. So there's plenty of rooms with double queens, and lots of people do actually share. Welcome you to also our new Facebook page, Galactic Spiritual Informers. It is a private group, and I look forward to welcoming a lot of you in there too. We're all dropping our videos and our photos and our amazing last 2 years of Gsic in there. It is a beautiful community. We also have online community on Telegram with our Disco Tina. So she's at Disco Tina 1111 for several Telegram groups, including a Spanish-speaking Telegram group. Wanted to let you know also to look up my channel here and look at some of the beautiful broadcasts that I have been honored to do the last week. I got to sit with the great man, the giant, the only Andromedan informer that most of us have ever listened to, Alex Collier. He came on my channel, he sat with me for a good while, and we recorded our conversation so we could share it with you. As you know, Alex has been a leader in disclosure, meaning information on what is happening on and off planet. Are ETs real? Are UFO craft real? Well, yes, half of them are, but the rest are military made. This is why we are talking to the corruption, the dark programs, the black programs, the financial programs that have been funded on everyone's back in the world, not just America, on everyone's back. The people that put themselves in charge did that. And it's boring, but we do need to talk about it. Of course we do. How else are we going to wake up, John? How else are we going to wake up and get a clue? Why are we suffering and struggling? Well, it was an intended plan, but now they're all getting an ass kicking, and it's lovely to see. And the more of us that come together in love, connecting with each other, protecting each other, speaking our truth, the better. We raise frequency, we raise consciousness, and that's what our planet is doing right now. She's raising her consciousness, and we're all invited to do the same thing. So I'm on there with Alex Collier, also Elena Danan, and Elena Danan, who is the emissary for the Galactic Federation. She is on the planet. She has given us so much information, so much so that NASA follows her now. Aerospace Corporation follow her now. This is proven. This is documented. We have had witness testimonies come through that people are watching, reading her books, reading her articles, because she is leading edge. She is a global informer on what is happening on and off planet. You want to know? That's where you go. So she and I sat together the other day and we did some beautiful insight into everyone's spiritual journey. We're all on a spiritual journey. We're spiritual. We're soul beings in these vessels. We want to know how to navigate. How do we breathe into the body? How do we survive all the onslaught? How do we survive the worry in the mind? At the end of this little broadcast, I'm going to give you a little breathing technique. So hold on till the end, because I'm going to bring it for you. I'm going to bring it for you. So go see that 2.5 hours. I mean, it's a good drip. It really is a good drip drop of things, spiritual practice that you can do to protect yourself, and also you can look at 1,000 different people with 1,000 different messages out there, and it's ever so confusing, because when you start listening to someone, they seem so nice. I'm the biggest Nelly of all. I always get sucked in. I think, oh, they're lovely. Oh, I like him. Oh, I like her. And then I like, oh, my God's down. And I'm like, oh, why would they lie? Well, there's plenty of good reason for people to lie right now. So what can you do? You can only trust you. You can only trust your individual feeling about someone. Watch out for manipulation. If you get triggered by something, ooh, move away. move away. Maybe you're not ready to hear it. Maybe it's not real information. Maybe it's triggering something in you that needs healing. But if anyone tells you, follow me, run. If anyone tells you, you have to come to this conference, you have to, otherwise you're a complete loser. If they're using that kind of languaging, run. I mean, I joke and I mess about because I like humor. But seriously, all jokes aside. And also, after all these years of us really coming to an awakening period where we're seeing the people who are bringing the evidence, the people who are landing it, the people connected to them, the group, like look at our group at Gsic. You're not seeing that anywhere else on the planet. It's not happening. The speakers I mentioned are not aligned with each other as a group anywhere else on your planet. What does that tell you? It could be the very conference that you need to go to this year. It could be the way that you connect to your star family, your soul family, or not. And it's okay, as long as you are the one making that choice for you. Because we're all different. We're all at different stages of our individual journey. There are gurus out there. Oh, follow me, I'm the guru. Yeah, no, I don't recommend following anyone. Listen, and then have a thinky dink and say to yourself, does that resonate with me? Can I get down with that? Do I need to do a bit more checking? Remember, Wikipedia is completely and utterly corrupt. It is changed every day. Information is redacted. Even a beautiful book that I recommended, written by Nikola Tesla, his autobiography. It's really small. It was a combination of articles he wrote for, I think it was Engineer magazine back in the 1800s. The first time I bought it 7 years ago, it was small, but it had a lot of information on him, his thinking, his beautiful way he writes, talking about his mum and his dad and his brother getting killed in a horse accident and how he came up with the ideas and his perceptions of the Tesla coil and the motors and everything else that he's done, the Wi-Fi, the wireless telecommunications that he's responsible for, the fact that Marconi had to use 11 of Nikola Tesla's patents for Marconi to actually beam a signal, an RF radio frequency signal from the shores of America across to the UK. And he even mentions it in his book, but he's a very loving, kind soul. But Nikola Tesla's book now has pages missing. And this is what they've done for millennia. The arsewipes that put themselves in leadership positions, I was doing so well, and then I just said arsewipe, but they are arsewipes. They are the nepotists, the plagiarists, and also, my goodness me, when you look at the leaders who were put in place, not voted, put in place across the world, there's a whole network of debauchery and control. You will not believe how many of those at the top are cousins. Oh my golly gosh, they're cousins. Long-term, intermingled, interracial cousins. Yeah, it's all coming out. But anyway, let's not waste time talking about them and bring down the beautiful, joyful intention of this particular broadcast. So Wikipedia, you cannot rely on that. They lie, and take information away. And one of our speakers is Dr. Christiane Northrup. And can you believe all the work that lady did for 30 years, gynecology, doing the most incredible work for birthing, for this, for that. They now put her up there as a conspiracy theorist. Disgusting. Shame on them. And they will be accountable for their dark actions, believe you me. No one's getting away with anything they've done to harm beautiful, beautiful people on our planet. People that stand up in love for you, for you, because you matter. I mean, do you have any idea how amazing you are? Very simple question. You are beautiful and you are worthy and you deserve the very best that this life can offer without hurting, without sacrificing, without being so stressed out. We didn't come here to live the way that's been systemized for us. Moving along, this is why we have our conference, Galactic Spiritual Informers, so that we can all be free, we can be uncensored, and we do not hold back on the information. And it's quite shocking, some of it. So do not bring children. Do not bring a child. No exceptions, no children. It is surely damaging for some children that will hear information that we're going to give you at the conference. We do it online as much as we can, but of course we're so censored, we can't give it all online. Plus, Who doesn't want to meet their star family? Who doesn't want to connect with people that you sit next to and say, hey, by the way, I've been seeing aliens all my life. And the person sits next to you and says, well, I'm actually an Andromedan full blood, just residing in this body right now. And no one's laughing. There aren't any white men in jackets coming in to take you all to the funny farm, because we're all telling our truth. Grounded, telling our truth. No kings, no queens, no one above another. Moving along, we have George, my friend George, the great astrologer, coming up in the next few days with another drop on astrology and what's happening on our planet in that regard, because a lot of you are very interested in that science. And then we also have Grandma Sparky. I was actually waiting for her now to come and have a chat on my, she's a lady, she's 83 years young. Grandma Sparky has gone around the world putting blue ribbons on people just above their heart, a little blue ribbon with gold writing, and it says, who I am makes a difference. Cannot tell you how much bullying it solved in high schools. I worked with her years ago. I've seen the effect of the blue ribbon. Just someone being told who you are makes a difference. It doesn't mean you have to have a global mission. Doesn't mean you have to rule and conquer the neighborhood. Doesn't mean you have to flagellate yourself or be a martyr for people or be a victim for people. But truly, who you are does make a difference. And I can't wait to get my beautiful friend on for her to share her inspiration and her reasoning, and for people to get blue ribbons and honor people that says who I am makes a difference. Grandma Sparky, blueribbons.org. She'll be coming on. We also have this week, I'm going to bring on two of my space brothers, Tony Rodrigues and Jean-Charles Moyen. Now, Tony Rodrigues, as a lot of you know, he was kidnapped by a satanic family. He was used as a sex slave. Horrific, horrific stories. When he was at near death, because once they'd injected him enough and tried to do experiments on his consciousness, along with lots of other little children. And this was sanctioned by the American military. They sanctioned it in the name of studying the consciousness of humanity. Yeah, whatever, Trevor, you can tell yourself that. So Tony was then passed into the military. He was used as a drug mule between America and Peru. He was also then just dropped off in the worst possible ways. So thank goodness he survived. He's done so much work to help people open up. He's been such a leader and a source of love for other men and women who were also sold and enslaved into military programs. And he's going to be with me. And then Jean-Charles Moyen. Jean-Charles Moyen, again, is another fascinating individual human. Some of the things he can do really are like superhuman. They are metaphysical. They are kinesthetic. They are beyond the realm of what we generally know in terms of teleportation, in terms of time jumping, in terms of him and his story. First of all, as a little boy at 4 years old, disappearing on the beach in front of his mum and dad and having their love his whole life to support him as he grew into his abilities, to him making many films and movies in France. He's French and French-Canadian, and sharing with the world his physical real-time experiences. So I'm having Jean-Charles Moyen and Tony Rodrigues back on my channel this week so they can share with us and remind us again the actual physical ETs, the actual physical ETs they have encountered in person, not in meditation. A lot of people get very swept up in the spiritual and they think they've seen this, they see an image, and some of it's real, but some of it isn't. So I just want to bring you the people that I trust and that I know have physically seen these ETs. And then what you get to do is you get to anchor back in yourself and say, is that what I saw? Or, wow, that's interesting to know how different the species are. And, for the latest Encyclopedia Galactic, the Galactic Encyclopedia of colored drawings and names of where the ETs live in our solar system, go to elenadenan.org, where she literally just put together another massive tome of work for you, where you can have a look at the extraterrestrials in there and see whether or not there's any resonation with you, because lots of us have been in different vessels and avatars and bodies in this lifetime. Now, I want to invite you also to go to my Rumble channel, because there is stuff there that I can't put on YouTube, and it is simply Dani Spiritual Therapist 22, Dani Spiritual Therapist 22. And there's stuff over there that I can't put on BoobTube because they keep censoring everything, like the good bullies they are. We are also going to be soon allowing you the news that we have our merchandise coming. So I know a lot of you love to wear the Gsic hoodies and hats and aprons and t-shirts and to feel a part of the beautiful movement that Gsic is. It is a movement. It is a gathering, a connection of people who know who they are in this vessel. They understand, they remember their memories or their awakening, or they're empathic, or they're just on a journey of exploration. So we are about to release our new Gsic 2024 merchandise that should be actually in a link underneath this broadcast for you. And all the love and admiration and respect for the one and only Steph Gsic. Steph Gsic is an artist, a videographer, a talent, an off-world beauty. Steph Gsic. She'll be designing with me. Now, quickly, before I get to the little protection technique I'm going to give you, I wanted to tell you that over the next few months and beyond the next Gsic 2024, we will be taking Gsic, Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection, on the road. On the road. We're going to Japan. We're going to Spain, to Canada, to Russia, and to other places. And it will be a very condensed group of us. Obviously, we couldn't possibly take the entire production on tour. But I wanted to let you know that we'll be there and we'll be able to translate every word in your language that the speakers speak. It's going to be amazing. We're bringing the love, we're bringing Gsic out there to you also, okay? We will let you know as and when. We won't be answering emails with those questions, okay? I'm telling you that we'll be giving you information as and when we have it, as and when all is confirmed. But to let you know, Gsic is a global solar system galactic group of beloveds. And we know some of you can't come into America, so we are coming to you. That, I think, is the roundup of the information that I wanted to give you today. Don't forget, we could only take 20 of you for the British Sacred Site and Church Tour. So go to Galactic Spiritual Informers, click on the tab that says More, drop down, and there is the information for you. We are closing up that in 2 weeks' time. So within these 2 weeks. Today is April the 9th. Oh, just very quickly. A lot of you were misinformed by people out there who claim to be commanders and galactic heroes and I don't know what else. And some of these people told you that, oh, the great solar eclipse is happening and we're all going to be upgraded in our DNA and we're all going to be taken up into another dimension. And those that didn't follow us, they're going to be down there in third density. Hello, hello. But you can't bring your animals with you. No, no, no. But you'll be an angel now. Oh, how many of you did that happen to? How many of you today are angels? But you can't see your family or your kids or whatever, but you're special and you're chosen. Well, clearly it was bullshit, lies, and corruption and fraud. It didn't happen at all, did it? So now it'll be much easier for you to really, really discern. Go down the timeline, remember what those people told you was going to happen. And it did not. It didn't. Because it was never going to. They just wanted to hook you in to their little sewage pot. So free yourselves. Remember, discernment is here. Just you. You're the one that matters because you are an individual spark of the creator that you came from. So group mentality, pack mentality, herd mentality, that is not going to help you as an individual. So I want to give you a little technique that I use a lot in my practice. I'm a therapist and a spiritual practitioner. Help people to keep safe, stay safe, feel safe, because we need to. We need tools. This tool I'm going to give you is so beautiful. And I just got reminded of it because my client yesterday, she's a beautiful woman who works in ER at night. The trauma in her field can be just so, wow, we don't want that. We want to be able to feel for people, but not invest in trying to heal them because that's their journey. We can be empathic, but we don't need to give ourselves away to them, nor should we let anyone come into our field and drain us or plug into us. Okay, you can be kind, you can be loving, you can be empathic, but you don't have to sell your soul to people that actually, once they're better, largely, you never hear from them again. They bugger off. They're on the journey, up and away, you know. So let's take care of you. So what I do is this. I'll just sit normally, you know, just like a regular person. I don't have to put on white robes or for half an hour. None of that. None of that. Let's just get to it. So I just sit down and just take a breath and close my eyes. And I might think of something joyful, like I love to hear children laugh. There's nothing like children laughing or hearing funny goats talking to each other. That cracks me up. So I'll think of something that makes me joyful. And then I'll literally imagine my energy dropping into my heart. And I'll see my heart as a really safe container, almost like a cocoon. And then in my heart, I will see the tiniest little dot of light, tiniest dot of light. And then I will focus on that light and I'll feel the warmth of it. And I see that light getting bigger and bigger, slowly bigger and bigger inside of me. And it's literally lighting me up all the way. And once it completely fills every part of my avatar, my body, the light also comes out all the way around me. But it comes out in front, around, above, behind, and underneath. So I literally can then see myself in this cocoon of light that has a beautiful, impenetrable energy, a plasma field to it. Nothing, no thing can penetrate. And I'm in this beautiful protection bubble, feeling loved, feeling safe. And from this viewpoint, I can administer, I can pay attention, I can focus, I can bring love, I can advise, I can witness without having to pull in the trauma and the pain into my vessel, into my biome. So that is something that I gift you and I use it. I've always used it and it's been so, so helpful and useful. And after a while, your body does it automatically. It senses something trying to come in. And so it's just one of the ways we can use our beautiful light, our own light. Anyone that tells you that you can't do that, I advise you to run, ignore, mute, or delete, because they are literally trying to stop you being all that you are. We are magnificent. We are so beautiful. We are so majestic and powerful and loving. My God, our ability to love, it shows no bounds. And we know that. And you know that. You do. There are lots of us, myself included, who are in this time with a definite warrior stance. I get extremely outspoken, extremely assertive. I speak bluntly at times, and I love that I am not worried what a single being, not one single being, no matter who, thinks of me. It is not my job to manage what people think of me. And if you can adopt that mindset for yourself, believe me, it really does help get through the times that we're in. But while we are navigating these times, let's be sure to protect our energy and use the tools that were gifted to us by the Creator, by God, by whatever you want to call that sacred source of love that you came from and that you are part of and that you are connected to. All right. So I'm going to leave that with you. I'm breathing in my Nag Shampa incense. Beautiful. It's the smells, the ancient smells of old. The smells of old that were quite normal and natural and of the earth before some religions came along and took the fun and the joy out of an individual, independent spiritual journey and then made it very serious and banned crystals and banned, I don't know. It's all right. Send them love. They're on their journey too. But don't forget, whichever way you choose to go, whoever you be at this time right now, even if you've liked someone and disliked them, and then you've gone back and then you've left them and you've criticized them, and it doesn't matter really. It just matters where you are right now. Are you loving on you? Are you being kind to you as you are growing? Because as our planet raises in consciousness, you are too. And none of us are not going to be touched by that. So be good, be kind to yourself, be loving, drop into the heart, create that light inside and outside of you. Keep moving forward and connect to your tribe where you can. But remember, you are an individual spark. So be that too. All right. My name is Dani Henderson. So proud of you all. I know it's tough. I know it's bumpy, but we got to keep going because we are the love that we came here to be. I'll see you soon.